Hello and welcome to the garden for our week 5 full garden tour. I said this last week and I'm gonna say it again, it has rained a lot in the last week, and so things are absolutely exploding out here with growth, and I am super excited to show you how things are doing. There is a lot of change from last week, so let's get started. First off, this lavender is absolutely, I said this last week, but I mean, half of my peppers are covered with lavender now. So I may have to trim this before it fully blooms because, yeah, the peppers are being covered with lavender. Speaking of the peppers, most of them look really good. The ones that looked not great last week are still looking a little behind, but there are flowers starting to appear. They do have some bug damage. There's a few little buggy holes around, but I haven't sprayed anything on anything in the garden yet this year. So I may, if the rain holds off, go ahead and spray some neem on the peppers just to see if that helps, but I'll have to check the forecast to see what's gonna happen in terms of rain. The sunflowers are huge. They have grown probably like 6 inches or more in the last week, and I think that might be a tiny little blossom starting to form, which is exciting. That sunflower is one leaf now. This one looks okay. This is a teddy bear, this little one, and this one is called Sunspot, I think. And you can see that they are very different in size. So, you know, whatever, I don't know. The strawberries are pretty much done for the season. They are done setting fruit and, like, you know, ripening their fruit. These are a June bearing plant, so, you know, that's how they work. The tower planter, look at this. These petunias are starting to bloom. These are called Shockwave Coconut, and they are white petunia with just like a little bit of yellow in there. The celosia is starting to bloom. The other petunias are coming along. This one has its first little bloom coming out. Let's see if there's anything else that's bloomed. This celosia is really starting to bloom. It's rained a lot recently, but this planter does not get a ton of water from the rain, so like this basil's not doing well. This is a bean. So, okay, that's cool. It's fine. This little Calabroca blossom, and some more of my bright pink petunias. This one has some bug damage on it. Looking beautiful. The pole beans are absolutely growing. I mean, they're blowing my mind, which is awesome. I'm so excited. These are the rattlesnake pole beans, and these are the purple potted pole beans. I still have peas in the ground. They need to be picked and then pulled. I just haven't. But look at this. This tub is absolutely insane. This is a Mexican red torch sunflower. I've never grown these before, but they're starting to set off little like sucker branches. I'm very excited to see what this looks like when it blooms. And then there's some marigolds in here, some more celosia. So this tub looks beautiful and majestic. The cucumbers, look at these boys. These are really starting to get pretty big. They should start vining any day now and start trying to attach themselves to the cattle panel. They all are looking great. These peas are the sugar Magnolia Tendril peas, and again, I need to pick these. I may actually do that this evening and bring them inside. And then we have another one of our beautiful purple petunias blooming. I love these. And here is the rest of this mess out here. Our early girl determinate tomato has a few pretty good sized tomatoes on it now. It is ready to be staked up, so I need to do that. I did come out and harvest some of this little gem lettuce today, and it's doing great. The basils I have in the ground here are also doing great. We have some purple opal basils and a couple lettuce leaf basils. And then back here, this kale, I mean, this stuff is doing amazing. I'm so happy with my kale this year. Like, I'm so happy. My kale and lettuce, my leafy things, I'm just so stoked about this. So let's look at tomatoes. So this is, let's see, this is our sun sugar. And it does have some little fruit on it. It's setting some more flowers up here. This is the black cherry, and it is setting some flowers as well. Our blonde girl, look at her. She's growing up nice and strong. I'm so proud. And then the Isis candy cherry. I don't see any flowers yet. But this plant is very nice and healthy, which makes me happy. Oh, here's some little flowers starting to form. And then down here we have our carbon, which has lots of flowers on it. The Firebird, which has plenty of flowers. The Chianti Rose has flowers. This Kellogg's Breakfast has a massive flower on it. The Aunt Ruby's German Green has some flowers. The White Tomasol has some flowers. The Delicious has lots of flowers on it. Let's see, this is the Amana Orange, and it has a huge flower on it down here. The Pink Brandywine's looking good. Some flowers going. The Paul Robeson, plenty of flowers. And the San Marzano has some flowers set as well. So that is pretty much everything going on in the in-ground garden. I didn't really go through my peppers that in depth, but they are all just in the beginning stages of starting to set flowers. So once they have fruit set, I'll go more in depth on what varieties I have. I did do a video talking about every variety I'm growing this year. I'll put a link to that down below if you want to check it out. But for now, I'm trying to keep my garden tours a little bit more brief until there's actual fruit to show you what the fruit looks like when it comes on the plants. So let's check out this beautiful area over here. So my other tub over here, looking beautiful and lush. This basil is absolutely just stunning. And then we have some more marigolds, another celosia down here, and another Mexican red torch sunflower. But look at this pot. This is absolutely gorgeous. So we have some bright pink petunias and some bright pink celosia, and I am obsessed with this. This is so pretty. And then up here in the raised beds, we have some basils that are doing really well. This is a Thai basil, a purple opal, an Emily basil, an African Newnham basil, and a couple lettuce leaf basils. And these leaves are really starting to get some good size on them. This lettuce is still doing pretty well. I actually came out this morning and picked a whole bunch of it. So it still looks pretty good. A couple more lettuce leaf basils over here, doing okay. The arugula, I did cut a bunch of this today, but it's still holding in there. It's getting a little hot for it. It is starting to bolt a little bit, but it's doing okay. The onions all look happy. There's weeds in these beds because all it's done this last week is rain. And these strawberries over here are pretty much done making fruit as well. So they are about to start sending out their runners to fill this bed up with plants, which is super exciting. The thyme over here, I don't know. Is it growing? I don't know. I don't even know what it looked like last week. We'll assume it is. I don't know. And then down here, the rosemary's looking great. And look at my little one I started from seed. I'm so proud. And the cilantro, like I said last week, has bolted, so it is time to empty this pot out. So that is the garden for our week 5 full garden tour. I am very much looking forward to getting more fruit set on my tomato plants in particular. And watching those things grow is one of my favorite things to watch grow in the garden. And we are about there. I'm about to have fruit set on all my tomatoes, which is very exciting. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.